నమస్కారం గైడ్ కార్యక్రమానికి స్వాగతం. మరికొద్ది రోజుల్లో ఇంటర్ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు ప్రారంభం కానున్నాయి. మరి ఇంగ్లీష్కి సంబంధించి స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి, రివిజన్ ఎలా చేసుకోవాలి అనే అంశాల గురించి మనకు తెలియజేయడానికి సీనియర్ అధ్యాపకులు డాక్టర్ టి సుధా గారు మనతో పాటు లైవ్లో సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నారు. మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కాల్ చేయొచ్చు. నమస్కారం అండి సుధా గారు. ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాబోతున్నాయి ఇంటర్కి సంబంధించి. మరి ఇంగ్లీష్ అనేది పిల్లలందరికీ చాలా టఫ్ సబ్జెక్ట్ అని చెప్పి అనుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి, రివిజన్ ఎలా చేసుకోవాలంటారు?
I don't say that it is tough. It is only periodic revision.
Okay.
And the way they prepare and the way they are going to present will definitely fetch them more marks. In case they are planning to get a very high score, something like 90 or 95 they want to attain, that is their aim.
Yeah.
The only thing that I recommend them to do is go through all the model papers which are there. There are 2 model papers in the workbook, both for first years as well as the second years. End of the workbook, and the textbook also there is 1 model paper. I suggest each and every student to go through those model papers, and also previous years papers are available. So many websites which are supplying us with previous year's papers. They need to check all that. And for the bits like 6 to 20 for the first years, there are allotted page numbers from which we can expect questions in the final exam. They need to revise that thoroughly and do little writing practice for annotations as well as the paragraph questions. They need to do little writing practice so that they can write the exam fast, and they can finish all the allotted 9 questions which are there within the stipulated time. And I suggest each and every student not to leave off anything. They need to attempt each bit. Roman number 1 has 2 answers. They have to attempt both the annotations.
Okay.
Roman number 3 has 2 paragraph questions. They have to attempt both. Even if they are not very confident of the answer, let them attempt it. Let them write whatever points they have secured. They can recall, they can write them, and they can get certain, at least because they have attempted, they can get certain marks even if they are not very confident. I suggest no student leave the grammar also from bit number 6 onwards till bit number 20. 6 and 7 is unseen comprehension for the first years. They have to attempt both, and they need to pick the answers from the paragraph which is given. Whatever paragraph is given, let them read thoroughly and let them see the questions. Sometimes the questions are very direct, you need to write them.
Yes.
Sometimes they'll be asking the antonyms or synonyms. You need to maybe choose or select, you may take little time, but it's easy. But number 8 till 20 are different, the grammar aspects, like you have articles, you have prepositions, you have verb forms, you have correction of sentences, you have the complete the conversation, you have to express the paragraph in a text. You may be getting a pie chart or a bar graph or a table or a flow chart or a tree diagram. Any of that. Attempt the diagram, do the coloring part also. And you will have syllables also. Syllables, they'll be asking you 10, they'll be asking you to write 6, 10 are given, but you're supposed to attempt all the 10. In case, something has gone wrong, you'll not be losing that half mark which is there. Yes. Maybe they'll see the next one, because it's slightly tough. They have given us so much of choice. Remaining all is easy. For second years also, you need to revise as per the format, as per the model. There are questions in the workbook, there are questions in the textbook. If you have seen them properly, if you have revised them, and the answers for the questions which are there in the workbook are there, at the end of it, you can cross check if you have done it right.
Okay, one call తీసుకుందాం.
Yes, sure.
హలో ఓకే, కాల్ కట్ అయిపోయినట్టుంది. యాక్చువల్గా లాంగ్వేజెస్ అంటే మనకు 100 out of 100 స్కోర్ చేయొచ్చు. మరి ఇంగ్లీష్కి సంబంధించి స్టూడెంట్స్ హౌ టు ప్రిపేర్ పేపర్ 1 and పేపర్ 2?
Language, English also, you can easily score around 95. 95 odd is easily scored. There are people who have secured even 98, provided you present the paper in a proper way, in a proper format. You have to have all the side headings when you are coming to the annotations, when you're talking of the paragraph questions. The allotted side headings are required. You should be writing, you know, proper points.
Yes.
Spellings should be right. The name of the author, the name of the lesson, the punctuation should be right. When I'm talking of optionals, it is only content which is important. But when it comes to language, it is content with expression.
Yes.
Content and expression will definitely give you a very high score, provided you present in a proper format. The presentation is extremely important. Handwriting should be very neat,
Yes.
legible, and when it comes to first year, when you are doing a diagram, it has to be neat. The presentation, there's a format for the pie chart. You have to have the scale, you have to have the calculation. If it's a bar diagram, you should have again a scale, and then again you'll be having the index. You should be doing it in the format, as per the format, required format, neatly, and attempt all the questions, especially if the person who is a mediocre, an average student who is extremely good at optionals, but languages kochesariki they are scared.
Yes.
Telugu they can manage, second language Telugu they can manage. English
only.
They are
Grammar
scared.
also.
Yeah, especially grammar. So what I suggest such students is, first of all, make it a point to attempt all the bits. If it is for second year, from bit number 1 right till bit number 17, you are attempting everything.
Okay.
If it's for first year, from bit number 1 till bit number 20, all the questions you are attempting. That's the first thing. Now, because you have attempted, at least you know you can get a score which would definitely be a passing score. But if you haven't attempted, there is no chance for the examiner to give you marks for anything. You have attempted, you have made an attempt, at least we can see where is the scope for you to get score. We can definitely help the candidate to pass
and
out.
short answer questions, how many have?
Short answer questions from the prose
One.
for the first year, you will be having 2.
Okay.
From the poetry for first year, it is 2, and it is the same pattern for second years also.
Okay.
You will be having 2. But you have to write them in a proper way. It doesn't look like a very short answer, because you are writing so many points, it becomes actually not a very long answer, but it is an answer which will have all the points. I just can't say it to be a very short answer. It
Minimum
has to be
10
long
lines,
enough. Yeah,
like
minimum lines are required, because under each side heading, under each point, you're supposed to write a minimum of 4 to 5 points.
Okay.
Then you, the examiner will get an idea that you are having knowledge
Yes.
about the asked question.
Yeah. And a long term, a long answer.
Long answer వచ్చేసి it will be one long answer from non-detail, both for first years and second years. First years వచ్చేసరికి it is going to be the first 4 chapters, all the summaries you should be knowing very well.
Okay.
Second year వచ్చేసరికి you should be knowing the character sketches of Napoleon, Squealer. You have a running novel, Animal Farm.
Yeah.
You should be knowing all these characters. Napoleon, you should be knowing Snowball, you should be having an idea of Squealer, Boxer, and all the turning points in Animal Farm.
Okay.
These are the very important questions. These are all expected questions for the exam. You should have an idea. You should be writing in a proper format. You should be giving introduction to the novelist, you should be giving introduction to the novel, and then the answer, and then you should give the conclusion. Definitely you can get a high score.
High score. Okay.
It's for 8 marks. The long answer is for 8 marks, short answers and annotation are for 4 marks. 4 marks each.
ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ కాల్ తీసుకుందాం. హలో హలో
హలో, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అండి, చెప్పండి.
లాంగ్ ఆన్సర్ చెప్పగలరా?
లాంగ్ ఆన్సర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎట్లా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలనా?
First year or second year?
సెకండ్ ఇయర్.
ఓకే.
Second year for long answer, first of all, there are 10 chapters on Animal Farm. Kindly sit and read all the chapters. Wherever you are finding the character for the first time, underline that character, and after you have read that, you will be having the character sketches, chapter wise summary, character sketches. Soon after the non-detail is finished, in the textbook it is there. Please revise that.
యా.
After you have revised that, you will be having introduction to George Orwell, and also you are having introduction to Animal Farm. You should have an idea of that. You should be writing introduction to the novelist first, then the introduction to the novel, then the character sketch. Suppose there's a question about Napoleon, You should be writing all this first and then the character sketch of Napoleon, and then you have to give a conclusion. That's the best way. Textbook is best way, ma. Please revise that. Please read it proper way, thoroughly. Definitely that will help you. All questions will come from the textbook.
Okay. What are the importance of lessons of first year and second year?
First year, I suggest everybody reading the first 4 lessons thoroughly.
Okay.
Because you will be having 50% choice. Of course, you should have an idea of the remaining lessons, but first 4 you should learn thoroughly, and all the first annotations in the first 4 lessons.
Okay.
Poetry koste kuda first 3 poems as well as the first 4 lessons. When it comes to second year, the same thing. First 4 from prose, first 3 from poetry. You should have thorough idea. And each, whether it is prose or whether it is poetry, the first annotations are extremely important, and it is from the textbook.
Okay.
You should have an idea. Please revise that. Please read it in a proper way. Sit and make writing practice kuda. Okasari kuchani, if you sit and make writing practice, how many minutes are you taking to write each answer? Stipulated 10-12 minutes lo, if you are able to write the whole of the answer, that's excellent. You can complete the entire section A in 1 hour 45 minutes lo, it will be finished easily. It will be finished very effectively. Handwriting also can be neat, you know, all these side headings and all you can use a glitter pen to write them. You can highlight all the important words using another gel pen, you know. Other than red or green, you can use blue, you can use black.
Yeah.
All the most important words untai kada answer lo, when you have written, you can underline them.
Yeah, green pen.
Not with green necessarily. If you are writing in black pen, you can underline with blue. Or if you are writing with blue, you can underline with black.
Okay.
That will, you know, it will help the examiner find out that yes, you are aware of the answer.
Yes.
You know the answer, and these are the important points. Yes, and the examiner is really, you know, tempted to give more marks. It is for 4 marks, and definitely you can get 3.5 easily. You can get if all these points are there.
Okay.
Surely you will get.
ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ కాల్ తీసుకుందాం. హలో.
హలో మ్యామ్.
హలో, నమస్తే అండి, చెప్పండి.
నేను సెకండ్ ఇయర్ చదువుతున్నాను మ్యామ్. నోట్స్ మేకింగ్, డిస్క్రైబింగ్ ఏ ప్రాసెస్ కొద్దిగా టిప్స్ చెప్తారా?
That's a very good question. Okay. Note making can be done in different ways. When the note making is given, the first and foremost is kindly read whatever is given. Underline the most important points. If there are differences to be discussed, make a table. Make a table. You can give 2 columns and you can write the differences. But please remember one thing when you're doing note making, do not repeat the point.
Yes.
Whatever point is there, kindly do not repeat the point. And you can give it in the form of a tree diagram. You can give it in the form of a flow chart. Examples, if you can give 1, it is enough. Don't write too many examples. You can draw arrows and then you can give most important points. See that the note making that you have given should be the shortened form. The important points only should be there. Note making, already there's a passage, sometimes they give more points and make it longer than the actual passage. That will be something wrong. You should write only most important points with the side heading, with the important points and
example also.
Yes.
Okay.
The other question was about procedure and paragraph. It can be asked in 2 ways. They'll ask you to write the procedure or write a paragraph. Straight away you can write. Do not have any indentation. Start it just next from the margin and you can have the paragraph. Okay. Maybe how to make a cup of coffee, or how to make a cup of tea, or orange juice, you know, how to make a glass of orange juice, or how to send registered post, how to obtain driver's license, things like that.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to do the procedure. Suppose they have given, write it point wise. Write it point wise how to obtain the passport. Okay. If they have given, then put bullet points and then you can do. Or they may tell narrate it in a set of instructions, then put bullet points and do the question as per the question. They may say, you know, how you have cleaned your room. Cleaned annappudu it is past, so we are expecting something in past tense. The whole paragraph should be in past tense. Yeah. Normal procedure aithe put it in simple present tense.
Okay.
That will help you. Narrate it in sequence gaani, discuss it point wise gaani, write it point wise gaani. Then you have to have the bullet points and you have to do. Okay. That will be the best way.
Okay. Next call this. Hello.
Sure.
హలో
హలో
హలో నమస్తే అండి.
నమస్తే మేడం. సుధా మేడం గారు.
ఎస్
చెప్పండి, వింటున్నారు.
మేడం నేను చిన్నయ్య ఎన్టీసీ రామగుండం నుంచి మాట్లాడుతున్నాను.
యా టెల్
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ మ్యామ్.
ఎస్ టెల్ మీ.
మేడం దిస్ ఇస్ బాసూరం చిన్మయ్య ఎన్టీసీ రామగుండం మేడం. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
ఎస్ ఎస్ సార్, వాట్స్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్?
గుర్తుపట్టారా మేడం?
సో
Yeah, I have recognized you, sir. What is the question, please?
హలో హలో ఓకే, కాల్ కట్ అయినట్టు అయిపోయింది. ఓకే, అసలు నాన్ డీటెయిల్డ్ క్వశ్చన్స్కి ఎట్లా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి, ఎలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది పేపర్ 1 ఆర్ పేపర్ 2?
Paper 1 ma'am, what I suggest is first you read the lesson. First 4 lessons, kindly read the lesson. After the lesson you are having the summary of the chapter.
ఓకే,
Please read that, and then when you're writing the answer, the expected questions are 1, 2, 3, 4 from the non-detail. The first lesson, the second, third, fourth are very important.
ఓకే,
Read them and try to write and see, practice and see. If you are aware of the summary of each of the chapter, it is more than enough. We do not have to have any annotated lines, or you do not have any paragraph questions. It is directly the summary which is being asked, and you need to do the summary of the whole of the chapter. And give little introduction to the author, the gist of the chapter, the gist of the lesson, and then the answer.
ఓకే,
And then the conclusion. Second year also it is the same thing, as I told you a little before. It is going to be introduction to owl, and then introduction to the animal farm, then the character sketch of Napoleon or Squealer or Boxer or Snowball, the turning points of animal farm, and then the conclusion. That will be fine.
ఓకే. సో తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్ బోత్ ఆర్ tough subject in English. So Telugu medium students, how to prepare the grammar and questions like that?
Now it is exams chala దగ్గరలో ఉన్నాయి.
Yes.
I suggest them to take the model papers which are there at the end of the textbook and end of the workbook.
Okay.
As per the pattern, sit and write and practice. Whatever is a direct question, pick from the passage. ఇప్పుడు మీరు grammar అన్నారు గనక, for bit number 6, 7 for first years, for second years 6, 7, 8 and 9, the answers are there in the given passages.
Yes.
Kindly search them. Search them properly. You have to take care of the uppercase letter, you have to take care of the lowercase letter, the punctuation. Write precise, concise, direct answers. You wouldn't take much time.
Okay.
Write them directly. Pick it from the passage so that you make less errors. And then you have this advertisement which is given under bit number 8 for the second years. Bit number 9 is a table. Now answers for the questions which are given after the advertisement is available in the advertisement.
Okay.
Me చూస్తే జాగ్రత్తగా చూస్తే you can find the answers.
Okay.
Even for the table also, కొంచెం careful గా చూడాలి. The question might be little tricky, but little careful, and then you'll find the answers. 20 marks are already there with you. For second years, 20 solid marks are there with you.
Okay.
For first years it is 10 marks. Unseen comprehensions rendu ఉన్నాయి. It is 10 marks. 10 marks easily you can score.
Okay.
Remaining grammar koste, you have to be careful when you are doing the missing letters, when you are doing the silent letters, when you are doing parts of speech, when you are doing the forms of verbs, correction of sentences, the completion of the conversation. You have to give extra care to the punctuation. Punctuations, and then the way you have presented the answer is extremely important. Write the correct bit number, correct Roman number, correct bit number, correct question, and then revision if you have done properly as per the model paper, as per the questions which are given in the textbook, in the workbook. It will help a lot. They can easily get a tremendously high score. Even a Telugu medium student can get around 90. Okay. 90, 95 easily. The person can secure 90, 95 very easily, provided they have revised in a proper way, they have presented in a proper way. And not only revision and not only presentation, they should go to the examination with confidence.
Okay. Confidence is main important.
Very important. You should go to the examination hall much before the exam starts. Exam is at 9 o'clock. Try to be in your seat coolly,
8:30.
calmly by 8:30. Plan by 8:30. Traffic veetilo they may reach by 8:45. Sit in your allotted seat, and then be confident that you are going to do things. Not only that, try to take 1 or 2 extra pens and try to have the go to the examination hall well equipped.
Yes.
If I'm talking of first years, you should carry your protractor, you should carry your compass, scale, lead pencil, as well as the eraser to do the diagram, you know, and attempt all the bits which are there for syllables in bit number 19. That's for first years. Second years ki bit number 17 lo you are having stress marking. You should attempt everything. You're supposed to answer 5, but attempt all the 10 in case something has gone wrong, that will help you. And bit number 16 for second years is match the meanings. The words are there in 205 of your textbook. Revise the words as well as the definitions. Workbook also you are having number of exercises. See that very carefully. There are certain tips which are given at the end, and then you can remember them. It will be easy to get a good score.
ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ కాల్ తీసుకుందాం. హలో హలో
హలో
హలో చెప్పమ్మా. హలో క్వశ్చన్
హలో మేడం.
యా చెప్పమ్మా.
అంటే గ్రామర్ ఓన్లీ లేకపోతే బుక్ లోదేనా?
First year ama, second year?
ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్.
First year everything, all the questions from bit number 6 to 20 will come from textbook and workbook. There are 2 model papers in the workbook and 1 in the textbook. As per the model paper, there are exercises which are there in the workbook and in the textbook. You should attempt each and every one. Questions will come from textbook and from workbook, that is for sure.
యా
You have to prepare as per the model paper.
ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ కాల్ తీసుకుందాం. హలో
హలో
హలో హలో
హలో
హలో హలో
ఫుల్ మార్క్స్ ఇస్తారండి?
ఏంటమ్మా
హలో మ్యామ్.
చెప్పండి మీ డౌట్ ఏంటో చెప్పండి. క్లారిటీ లేదమ్మా వాయిస్. హలో టీవీ వాల్యూమ్ తగ్గించి అటు చూడకుండా చెప్పండి.
First year or second year?
ఫస్ట్ ఇయరా మీరు సెకండ్ ఇయరా చెప్పండి.
టైం మేనేజ్మెంట్ మ్యామ్.
టైం మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయరా సెకండ్ ఇయరా?
సెకండ్ ఇయర్.
ఓకే
Second year time management, each of the annotation, if you are taking around 10 to 12 minutes, each of the annotation around 10 to 12 minutes, paragraph question also 10 to 12 minutes, you can easily finish section A first and then B and C. You are not supposed to give time more than 12 minutes. More than 12 minutes is the emotundante you can't finish section A. Normally the mistake that each and every student does is they wait for the point to come to their head. You shouldn't be doing that. Do not wait for the point, do not wait, do not recall, wait for the point to come to your head. Whatever is the order, whatever is the sequence, we need only the content with expression. So if that is there, you can easily and you should be prepared well.
Yeah.
If you are well prepared, you can write the answer in lesser time.
ఎస్
If you are not prepared, definitely you will take more time to recall the point and then write, you will be wasting time.
ఎస్
You should be well prepared. If you are well prepared and if you are not waiting for the order of the point to come to your head, whatever is coming to your head you can directly write. That I think that will be very helpful. Do not take long time to do letter writing. Letter writing, because it's second year, you can finish it in 8 to 10 minutes, less than 8 to 10 minutes. Procedure will take another 5 to 6 minutes. Ante idanta possible only when you are well prepared.
Yes.
If you are not prepared, you are thinking for the answer to come to your head, then it will take long time.
Yes.
Curriculum vitae also 5 to 6 minutes. Form filling should not take less than it shouldn't take less than 2 to 3 minutes. In no time you can finish off that. The next part is conversation. Conversation another 5 to 6 minutes. After that is note making, adi kuda another 5 to 6 minutes. Then the remaining questions are match the meaning and stress marking. Avi oka 5 minutes each. The whole paper can be finished in 3 hours provided you are prepared well.
యా
Prepared well, and you should be confident that you can write the whole thing.
ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ కాల్ తీసుకుందాం.
yes, sure.
హలో హలో
హలో
హలో
హలో
చెప్పండి.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ మేడం. నేను సెకండ్ ఇయర్ చదువుతున్నాను మేడం.
ఓకే.
ఇది టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ పేపర్స్ ఒక మోడల్ ఉంది, వర్క్ బుక్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఇది ఒక మోడల్ ఉంది మేడం. టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లెటర్స్ లో అయితే ప్లేస్ కార్డ్ ఫుల్ స్టాప్ ఇచ్చాడు మేడం. వర్క్ బుక్ దాంట్లో ప్లేస్ కార్డ్ ఫుల్ స్టాప్ ఏం ఇండెంటెన్స్ ఇవ్వలేదు మేడం. ఎట్లా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి మేడం లెటర్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్?
Okay,
That's a very good question. Very good question. I suggest you to prepare. I suggest you to follow the workbook, the fully blocked format. And everything should be from margin. Begin everything from margin. From address ostundi, dan tarvata date ostundi, then you'll have to address, then you'll have the salutation, then you'll have the subject, and then you'll have the content, the body of the letter. Everything should begin from margin. That's a very good question. Yeah, there are two different ways. There's lots of ambiguity. Children are very dubious. I suggest each of you to follow fully blocked format and begin everything from the margin. There's absolutely no punctuation in it. Content lo aithe, body of the letter lo aithe punctuation is there.
ఓకే.
That's a very nice question.
ఓకే. ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అంటే చాలా నర్వస్ ఫీల్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటారు, ఎంత చదివిన వాళ్ళు టైమ్స్ ఫీల్ అవుతూనే ఉంటారు. సో అలాంటి వాళ్ళు క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ అంతా వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఎట్లా ఫస్టే చూసుకుని మొత్తం అంతా క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ చూసుకోవాలా, లేకపోతే ఈచ్ అండ్ ఒక్కొక్క సెక్షన్ చూసుకుని వాళ్ళు రాస్తే మంచిది అంటారా? ఒక కాల్ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేద్దరు కానీ.
Sure.
హలో హలో ఓకే ఓకే కాల్ కట్ అయింది.
Yeah, the students are nervous and how to answer.
Yes.
So first of all, do not read the whole of the question paper. Suppose there is some bit that you are not aware, you'll be constantly thinking of that half mark bit or 1 mark bit, and it will affect the remaining 99.
Yes.
So do not look at the whole of the paper.
Okay.
Definitely whatever the questions are there, they are not going to change. Do not look at it. Complete section A first, then come to B. B kuda, it is having two unseen comprehension passages. Just see whatever you are doing. If you are doing bit 6, look at bit 6, and then if you are doing 7, just look at 7. After that, go to 8, 9. Do not look at the whole of the paper at a slot. I don't recommend that. You know, you'll be carried away. You'll be carried away with whatever you are not aware.
సో
Each bit, you look at each bit, do them. You are able to answer the bit, excellent. Sometimes you will be having 6 questions in it, sometimes you will be having only 5 questions in it. You have attempted it, you are confident, go with it. You are not confident, leave space. Put the bit number, attempt the bit number, whatever you have attempted, put the Roman number, put the bit number, and then you are aware of the answer, excellent. Not aware, just leave little space and go to the next one.
ఓకే,
That will help.
ఓకే. ఫైనల్గా స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఎగ్జామ్ రాసే వాళ్ళకి మీరు ఇచ్చే సజెషన్?
First of all, you know, the first and foremost thing is go with confidence.
ఎస్.
That's the first thing. Go with tremendous confidence and go with an idea that you're going to attempt everything from bit number 1 to 20 the first years, from bit number 1 to 17 the second years. You're attempting each and every bit. Go with that intention. Start it with section A, B, C. That is the best way. In order to save time, you know, the unseen comprehension passages, write only the answer. Direct answers are there, write only the answer. Remaining bits, put the question number, put the Roman number and bit number, and continue writing. Do not give more time for the questions. It's only for half mark. You are aware of it, excellent. Unaware, leave it, go to the next one. Do not spend more time with the bits, you know,
Yes.
which you are not aware. You are aware, very good. Unaware also, no problem, leave space, go to the next one.
Okay.
Second year koste kuda stick to the format. If it's
Okay.
letter writing, stick to fully blocked format. If it's curriculum vitae, you should have the 14 side titles. If it is conversation, you should have 5 dialogues per character, and alternate you should have the dialogues. And if it's note making, there's a particular format for it, either a table or a flow chart or a tree diagram, or it is just point wise. You should follow the format and you should do it little fast. And before going to the actual 3 hours exam, in case you are finding time, sit and do an exam, take an exam. If you have done pre-finals, very fine. In between also, if you are not very confident, sit and attempt one exam. Model papers are there. As per the model paper, you can try. That will help the student to gain confidence.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సుధా గారు, చాలా చక్కటి సజెషన్స్ అందించారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. సో త్వరలో ఇంటర్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాబోయే స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరికీ ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్, ఎగ్జామ్స్ బాగా రాయండి. ఇది వాటి గైడ్ కార్యక్రమం. నమస్తే.